Yo, what's up guys, it's Zendek and welcome back to another tech review, and in today's video I'm going to be reviewing the Endgame Gear XM1R in the white colorway. Alright guys, so this mouse released over a year ago and I know I'm late to this review, but I just got this in 2022, so yeah, this video is going to be a review on the Endgame Gear XM1R. I'm going to be telling you guys if this thing is worth it to get in 2022. So yeah, let's get straight into it. Alright, so we're going to start off with the shape. First of all, this shape is purely meant for claw and fingertip. I don't know if you guys can see that, but the hump is actually in the back instead of in the middle. If I compare it to a Hottie S Ace Wireless, you can see that the hump is more in the middle, and since it's a small mouse, it's pretty good for claw. But if you have larger hands and you claw, I feel like the XM1R has a perfect shape. This mouse is also pretty wide, if you guys can see this. It's wider than a Hottie S Ace Wireless. That's actually comparable to something like a Razer Viper Ultimate. As you guys can see, they are both pretty wide mice, but the XM1R still beats it in like width. Alright guys, carrying on with the shape, we're going to be going over the dimensions of this mouse. Alright, so the width of the XM1R is 66 millimeters. The depth of this mouse is 122 millimeters, and it's only 38 millimeters tall, and it's 70 grams. So a pretty light mouse in my opinion. I think 60 to 70 grams is like the sweet spot for mice, and yeah, I think this is a really well balanced mouse and the weight just feels really good. All right guys, so we're gonna continue with the shape. Since this is a claw mouse, the buttons do sit lower than regular mice, as you guys can see. The clicks are much lower and much low profile. And yeah, talking about the clicks, let's talk about the buttons of this mouse. Alright, so this mouse uses KLGM 8.0s, and it's a really good implementation of the KLGM 8.0s because it sounds super satisfying. These clicks on this mouse is super tactile and it feels really snappy. So as you guys can see, there's no pre or post travel. Well, there is a little bit of post travel, but very minimal. And that's something that some people like and some things people do not like. I personally really like the instant bottom out, but for some people that may be a deal breaker, but for me it's perfect. Let's do a sound test. So left and right click, side buttons, scroll wheel button. So now that we talked about the clicks, we're going to be talking about the cable, because this cable is really good for a stock mouse. If I pull out a mouse like the Razer Viper Mini right here, it's kind of modded. If I move over the cable, you guys can see that it isn't flexible at all. I don't know if you guys can see this, but it's really bad. I might paracord this mouse. But on the XM1R, the cable is super light, super flexible, doesn't affect the mouse in any way, shape, or form. This thing doesn't need to be paracorded in my opinion. Super flexible, super long. It's like 1.5 meters long, so it's really good, and it's a good stock cable. Alright, next we're going to be talking about the skates. The XM1R actually has PTFE skates. To be exact, these are 95.5% PTFE skates. So yeah, they're really good on mouse pads like the Xtrify GP4, which I have right here. This mouse pad is brand new. I'm going to do a review on this. But yeah, they glide really nicely, and yeah, they just feel good on the X-axis and the Y-axis as well. So I went over pretty much the most important things, right? The clicks, the weight, the shape, the skates, the cable, and stuff like that. But now we're going to be talking about if this mouse is even worth it. And in my opinion, yes it is. So as you guys know, the mouse market right now is super saturated. There's mice like the Pulsar X2 Mini and Medium. There's Final mice. There's a new Atlantis mouse coming out. There's the Ninjutsu mice, Vancer mice. The new Jewels Hottie S Ace Pro Edition, Glorious Model Pro, stuff like that, right? The mouse market is super saturated, and there's a lot of great mice out there. A lot of those mice are wireless, and this mouse is wired. So in my opinion, there's not really any other wired mouse that can be like close to like as good as this mouse. For the price range of only $60, this is pretty much unbeatable. The weight is good, the shape is good, you can palm it, you can claw it, you can fingertip it, and like everything about this mouse is super good, right? And for only $60, you're getting a wired mouse, so you don't have to charge it. You're getting amazing build quality, right? Listen to this. No creaking whatsoever. No creaking. I'm like pushing on all sides of the mouse. No creaking at all. This mouse is built like a tank. This is, in my opinion, the best wired mouse on the market. Nothing can come close to this except for Zowie mice, right? Zowie mice are $70. So yeah, they're a little bit more expensive, but in my opinion, this is the best bang for the buck. $60, really good like features. If you compare it to Xiaomi mice can range from $70 to $80, so $10 to $20 more. They have better shapes in my opinion, but the click implementations are just better on this mouse. In my opinion, the sensors just like better, because I'm pretty sure the Xiaomi mice, they still use 3360s. I'm not quite sure, so don't quote me on that. And yeah, I'm not an expert with all these mice. I just started collecting mice this year. So yeah, please, if you have any like type of opinion, please leave them in the comments. Please correct me in the comments. I want to become more educated in the mice scene. So yeah, that's pretty much it for the video. Yes, this mouse is still worth it in 2022, late 2022 exactly. Today's date is actually August 24th, 2022. So this is still worth it in my opinion. And yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. And yeah, I'm out. Peace.